Thinking big, quite a cliche. Every self-help, every online guru, all motivational bros are talking about thinking big, but nobody really knows how to think big. True that. I think thinking big is metaphoric. It's not an absolute statement. There is no absolute big. ये एक बड़ा कोई इसका कोई पैरामीटर नहीं है. It's metaphoric in the sense that सोच अचीव कर पाने की औकात से बड़ी होनी चाहिए. हम सबको पता है कि अचीवेबल क्या है, और जो अचीवेबल है वो जनरली बहुत बड़ा तो नहीं हो सकता, क्योंकि वी नो इट, बिकॉज हमें ऑलरेडी उसके नट्स एंड बोल्ट्स पता है, हमें पता है वहां तक कैसे पहुंचना है. दैट मीन्स वो हमारी कंफर्ट जोन के अराउंड है. तो एक और क्लीशे है, मैजिक इज आउटसाइड योर कंफर्ट जोन, बट ये सच है. और थिंक बिग क्यों करना है, बड़ा सोचना ही क्यों है? उसका रीजन ये है कि आपके पास पर्सनली ग्रोथ के कोई और ज्यादा ऑप्शन नहीं है. एंड व्हेन आई से पर्सनल ग्रोथ, आई डोंट मीन ओनली मनी और साइज ऑफ द बिजनेस. पर्सनली, एज अ पर्सन, एज अ ह्यूमन, you don't have a lot of reasons to grow. As a human, you want comfort. You want to lower the entropy in your life. You don't want too much bhagadod. Humans have, worked for centuries to perfect, the quality of human life. Thinking big means, can you give yourself enough reason to find out where you need to grow, to reinvent yourself, to continuously come out of that, metaphorical pupa and become a butterfly, or become, and then keep repeating that process again and again and again and again in life. It is growth mindset. ये सारे words, ये सारे phrases हर motivational video में, पर इसका मतलब जानना important है. एटलीस्ट मैं अपना ओपिनियन दे सकता हूँ. मेरे लिए thinking big is about having a vision that is bigger than who you are today, that is also better than who you are today, that adds few more dimensions to your business or to your life and to the life of people around you, which may not be linear. थोड़े दिन पहले I was visiting a certain country, and I met a long-time friend who I was meeting after 5 years, because I had just visited his country. I popped up there and he came to meet me. And while driving, we were talking, and he was like, oh wow, so you guys are already killing it, you guys are doing so good, I see you at every brand. He was praising me, happy conversation. And then he said, so what are you up to now? I was like, what? He said, yeah, I'm just wondering, what keeps you busy? You're making it sound as if I've won the world and I'm retired, or I should retire. He said, from where I see it, you are good to retire. Why will you still hustle? I laughed it off, but I'm sharing this emotion inside me, right? Because he, of course, is looking at me from outside. He doesn't know what is going on inside me. But I suddenly said, no, man, what are you talking about? We haven't even started. We are just scratching the surface. In fact, honestly, and then I went on a monologue, and I basically said, no, it almost feels like that we have come this far to just be able to do what is needed to be done now. We almost feel like that last 12 years we have just prepped up for the next phase. And it's exciting. We are doing this, we are doing that. We are going to go to this country, that brand. And I basically talked about probably next 5 years in a monologue, just as a reflex, because he called me super successful and ready to retire, which, well, the reality is far from it. And in that monologue, I was lost, because I was just like shooting, firing, cut. And this guy, he was driving. And as soon as I stopped, his reaction was, wow, I mean, if you have such a big vision for yourself, dude, hats off. That's amazing. Yeah, sounds like you haven't done enough. And then there was silence in the car. Because I kept wondering that, oh, did I really paint such a big vision? Because honestly, in that conversation, I was not trying to paint a big vision. In fact, funnily, I was not telling him my vision at all. I only told him what I have stacked up for next 12 months. I was only telling him what was my plan in execution for next 12 months. And I was like, wow, this sounds like a big vision to him. My reflection of this incident is not to brag about me or to look down upon my friend. My reflection of this incident was largely about his acknowledgement that probably he doesn't have a chase-worthy vision for his life. He may have dreams, don't get me wrong. Those dreams may say, I want to buy an next car, or I want to retire at this age, or I want to buy a certain house, which is also not bad. But I felt that he does not have a vision for his life as in what he wants to be, or where is he going, or he's not finding a great growth path in the job he's doing or in the work that he's into. And that, to me, honestly, is borderline crime if you're ambitious. If you're not ambitious, it's all good. But then you may not be watching this video as well. So technically you're ambitious. It's a crime. And having a vision for what you want to be, or how will you grow in your current line of work, or whatever you are doing every day, is it stacking up for your achievements? It's very, 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 very important. It's extremely important. But you do it in phases. You don't have like for example, when somebody who's starting up and tells me, my vision is to build $1 billion business. I generally tell them that's not a vision. That's some cheap fantasy. Because you heard about $1 billion. Why not 100 billion? And they start laughing. That I will think after $1 billion. And I'm like, yeah, billion is small. 100 billion is big. No, not really. Big does not really mean a certain number in money. Big simply means that is that vision powerful enough for you to chase it? If you're standing at zero and if you're trying to chase $1 billion vision, I don't know if it works for you, but it sounds stupid to me. To me, a large vision can be something that you can also find a path to work towards, but it is unachievable with your current skill, resource, position, and knowledge. And you can still find a path to it. Brilliant. And then on the way, at each step, you keep evolving and you keep thinking bigger. Nobody's stopping you to think every night, but you keep iterating on it. You keep doing a +1 and a +1 and a +1. And one day, even if you achieve half of it, you'll be surprised. A lot of people, bystanders, onlookers, will actually say, oh, wow, you had a big vision for yourself because you achieved like even a percentage of that. I hope ये answer, ये opinion, ये thought आपको relatable लगा होगा, या हो सकता है ना भी लगा हो. I would want to know your reaction in comments. अगर इस आंसर के ऊपर बहुत सारे सवाल हैं या कुछ सवाल हैं, या इस थॉट को आप चाहते हो that I expand it in any way, how you feel about this, leaving a comment for me is going to be the fuel to make the next one. Thank you.